Hello.
Hello.
Oh, have you found me?
I've found you.
Don't
I've
know if
got
anyone
you.
else will.
Hang on, yeah, there's a few on.
Ooh,
Nicola.
exciting.
Nick. Oh, Nick. Oh, hang on. Oh, no, that's Nicola that said earlier she couldn't make it.
Ah, bless her.
She's off to her
Oh, yeah,
son's
she's off to her son's graduation.
graduation.
Clever boy.
Yeah.
How is everybody? I see you join us, hopefully.
Hang on, I can't find you on Facebook. Hang on. I've got you on my phone, but I can't find you on.
Shall I see if I can find this? I've never looked.
It always seems to be a bit delayed when.
Oh, there was a big delay
Oh,
trying
there
to
we
start
go.
Facebook. Facebook gets slower, I reckon. Let's see if I can find myself. Would be a good
Yeah, I've got you
start.
now. I've got you.
You sound all croaky.
I
Um,
am. I've brought back
so-
that lovely. Well, I don't know what I've
oh,
brought back from
oh, I know.
New Orleans.
You're very poorly.
I am croaky, Cheryl.
Oh, bless her.
It's my sexy voice, but I don't feel at all sexy. Feel the least sexy ever. Right,
Oh, that
Nicola's
felt
here.
you.
Nicola Murphy, even you,
Oh, Laurie's
Cheryl,
here, I see as
Stephanie,
well.
Barb, Rebecca, Tonya, Tina, Laurie, Maureen,
Oh,
Sue from
lovely, lovely
Denmark,
Maureen. How are you, Maureen? How are you, Laurie?
Sue from
I'm
Denmark's
only doing
here,
like that because we met them. Oh, Maureen's been
Paula.
sick with the flu as well.
Oh, Maureen, I hope I didn't pass it to you.
I think you did.
Oh, I do like to share, but not when it's illness. Sorry.
Like a souvenir.
Not the best
Wow.
one to have.
Could have been worse, I suppose, couldn't it?
Well, I don't know. Oh,
Well, I was thinking of the things that you could pass on.
what's that?
Oh no, I don't think that's for public airing, is it really?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what you're thinking of.
Anywho,
Mm.
I thought we'd start with a bit of unboxing tonight. So I'm going to whiz through the unboxing bit, and we can get on to doing some scrapping. So, is anyone else scrapping with us? Me, at least, rather than us.
Is
Melanie's
that a
got the
little?
night off
Is that a
because
little New Orleans dish you have there, Morag?
I might have two.
Oh,
Well, why
greedy,
buy one when you can have two, Julie?
greedy guts.
We didn't buy that much, really, did we? Well,
We didn't know. We were very restrained.
although we did
Apart from the
manage
fact I
to.
couldn't shut my case, so I don't know what I
Yeah,
did buy.
I was going to say,
I just must have not packed very well.
well,
Oh,
I think,
Paula's joining in.
well done, Paula. Oh, Nicola's here to do some linking for us, so you can just chat.
Oh, I've got it up to link if need be.
Ah, bless you. Right, so we're going to start with this is the December Fox box. The November one has just gone. So I think we're about a week late here on Marvellous Monday, just because obviously we weren't here last week. What were we doing this time last week? Or last
Uh,
week? Last week? That's the
what were we
swamp.
doing?
It was the swamp. We
Oh,
did the
yeah.
swamp tour, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we'll catch up and let me just run through these and then we can do some gossiping and scrapping at the same time. So the December Fox box has a distinct kind of festive feel to part of it and then a wintry feel to the other part. So I've tried to make it as versatile as possible. So we've got magical season. So that could be just festive. It could be just anything, December related, for example. Or I guess you could even use this in autumn, for example, because I think autumn's the most magical of all. And that is a beautiful gold colour.
That'll go
But
with anything, won't it?
yeah, and this is not too jazzy either. It's just a real lovely champagne gold. And then we've got Christmas traditions. me just pop it on some white card a momento, por favor,
I love
so you
that
can
colour.
see. Yeah, that's our favourite, isn't it? Apart from
Mm.
mint, possibly.
I think that's took over the mint.
It has, I think.
In fact, I'd like
Um,
my kitchen that colour.
yeah, it is
Might
nice.
show him that when I want him to paint it.
I think that, Julie, and that new navy colour for a
Oh,
kitchen.
yes.
Yes, I'm with you there. Got a couple of cute you asked for turkeys, didn't you? You
I did
suggested
ask for
turkey.
turkeys.
They're
I
very
need to find
cute.
a layout to do them on now.
Well, I've been invited to Christmas dinner at my son's this year, so although we're doing it in early December rather than actually at Christmas.
So you'll still have
Um,
to cook as well.
oh well, probably. And we're
Yeah.
not having turkey, to be fair.
Oh, what
It's
they
just going to
having?
be a roast dinner, I
Oh,
think.
right.
I love this tree. It is a lovely kind of dark green colour, and I've just added some little tiny sparkly bits. Can you see that? Got
I
little
love those.
sparkly
I've used
stars.
I've used mine of that.
Yeah, I think I saw actually a few layouts with that on from the
Yeah.
girls. And then this one again was your suggestion. You were on fire this month, I think, weren't you? Was this you? It was you, I
Yeah,
think.
it was me.
So your suggestion was is that we could do like a combination of titles. So
I
you
like
can
them when
use
you can
the
have, yeah, when you can have them together.
yeah, so you can use them together, or use them like in whatever combination you want. So winter time, and then we've got some little word fetty to go with. So you could have time to celebrate, for example. You can mix and match. It's the most wonderful time of the year, for example. You could put those two together, and you can just use them individually. So just winter. Wonderful time to celebrate. So really kind of versatile. And I think from layouts I've seen from the girls, yourself, you've all kind of used them in different combinations actually, which is
Yeah.
really interesting to see. And then last but not least, two little birdies. Oh, the
Oh,
lovely
love
little
my
birdie.
birdies.
Yeah, so those obviously will just go with anything. So, and they're just a really nice, cute little size as well.
Yeah.
Um, so that is the this December's Fox. I'm lost already. Oh my goodness, it didn't take much, does
December.
it? So
Yeah.
this is December's Fox box, and will ship around early December. And if you are a Fox Box Plus, then you will also receive this beautiful snips. Um, so I've been writing the Fox scene today, so I've been looking through in detail at the layouts from the girls, and they've snipped these out. You can use the die, which I've lost my die. I don't know where I've gone. It's here somewhere. That you can just punch that out if you've got the die all in one go, or you can just fussy cut. And then you've got this cute little snow globe, little cute houses, of course, a little matching bird, and a little fox and bear, because who doesn't love a fox and a bear? So, lovely colours, I think. And I've tried to put those together so that A, they match what's in the Fox box, and B, they will coordinate with some of the collections that are out there. So it's a good way to stretch your supplies. And then the Fox box, and you'll also get the, excuse me, the, what are those
Epoxy
things?
stickers.
Epoxy
Epoxy
stickers, thank you.
stickers.
Flare, yeah. So you can make your own flare stickers if you want to. Excuse me, I'm going to cough. Oh, I've got kennel cough, I think.
Maybe that's what I've got.
I got it from you anyway.
It's all my fault.
I'm blaming you for everything. You took the credit for those, so I'm blaming you for this. And then the stencil this month are these lovely pine trees, so that you can layer these together. Now, again, I'm going to use these tonight, so I can give you an example of those. But the examples I've seen from the girls are just beautiful. You've all kind of taken it to the next level, haven't you?
Do you know where those would be good for?
Oh, guess what I'm doing tonight? We're going to Canada tonight. So that might have been one of the reasons why we've got fir trees.
gosh.
Just wait till next
Oh,
month
don't
when you've
make
all
me
got
cough.
when you've all got jazz for New Orleans. Oh.
Whether you've been or not, you're having perspectives to match from New Orleans.
Yes, that's definitely.
Uh,
So yeah, because actually I forgot to say Melanie's name the correct way. It's got to be Melanie.
Melanie.
Melanie. She's having a rest tonight because the poor girl's been working all weekend as well.
Been
So
cooking all that
she's
bread.
been cooking. She said that she had an amazing event. It was absolutely ram-packed, I think, which is always a good sign. So that is December's Fox Box, and again that will ship around the kind of 3rd of December. If you are a Fox Box subscriber, you will also get 10% off in the shop, so you can add on to your Fox Box and have it shipped together. So this month, for example, in November, this is one I was going to use tonight actually. Living Life. That's in that kind of a navy colour. My lighting in my room's not the best, but that's a lovely navy matte colour. So that's the thing I thought you need to go with your duck egg in your kitchen, Julie.
Yeah, that Loving Life will go on any layout, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So I think I might use that one tonight, although I did find another one in my stash that I might use. And then this lovely favourite day. So these two are new colours actually. Well, we had these for the first time last month. And this is a lovely kind of a rusty colour, I can't
Like an
describe it
orange,
actually.
like a burnt orange, isn't it?
Yeah, it is really lovely. I'm not the hugest fan of orange, but I'm
I love
loving that.
orange.
Orange?
I'll have all the orange.
You have the orange. This one's an interesting one. This was a kind of a bit of a late addition so it didn't get to the design team, I don't think, because where's Nicola here? Nicola Murphy.
She is here. She was
This
here.
one's for you. So she was nagging me to get some Northern Lights.
That's a nice colour.
Oh, well, this is cool. What was it called? It's something called like Galaxy or something. And I'm afraid I can't see it doing justice
No,
here.
if you look on the website, you can see it very well.
Yeah, it's kind of has a marble effect. It has tiny little speckles of glitter. And it's kind of has hues of like a deep burgundy colour maybe, and then because of the light it catches the light differently. It has kind of pearlized effect, so
She said you
it's
wouldn't make it because you didn't get to see it.
that's a lie, that's a lie. I didn't really see it this time, and look, you've got it.
I never saw it.
Kind of oh, I've got two bucket lists in there, that's not right. Nature's Wonder, and then you get some so you get 4 little word fetty type things, and then you get some little stars. So we really push about because this stuff's incredibly expensive, so it's going to be a one-off. We bought one sheet, and when that sheet is gone, it's gone. So, and we don't get many on a sheet either, let me tell you. So it is rather special.
Stephanie says she's bought it and she never saw them.
Oh, good for you, Stephanie. I think it means now you've got to go to Iceland to go and see the Northern Lights.
Well, I did that as well and still never saw them.
Did you stay up for them?
They obviously don't like me.
Have you been to? Did you go to Finland as
I
well?
went to Lapland, yeah.
Lapland. Yeah.
Yeah.
I particularly like the cute little village that's underneath.
Yeah,
It
it's
took me a long time to
beautiful.
design that. I'm not sure if you can see that very well, but
Yeah.
it's got a little
If you look
church
on
and little
the
houses.
the
The website.
page, you can really see it. It's lovely.
Yeah, it's just the light
Oh,
here.
Debbie says she misses us. We miss
Oh,
you,
I miss you,
Debbie.
Debbie. Debbie, well, you were such a good travel buddy. She's so nice
She
to
was
spend some
so
time with
cute.
you.
It was.
So those that don't know, I'm sure everybody must know by now. I talked about it enough, didn't I? almost as much as Canada. Um, we went to New Orleans. Oh, Stephanie doesn't even have a passport. What are you doing, girlie? You need to get your passport. And then, thankfully, so we went with our team. So a few girls from here, namely yourself, me, Nicola, Wendy, and Vicky. We went to New Orleans. And then when we got to Baton Rouge, which is where Melanie was having her crop, we were joined by Debbie Tarani. Woohoo! After all these years, Debbie. And we also met Heather Guy as well as Melanie. And then Laurie was
Maureen,
there, Lenora, Heather, Bellinger. Who else did we meet? Oh, we met so many.
Maureen.
Lovely Maureen. It's the first time we met you, Maureen. We all adore you. I'm just nattering now, sorry. So we had such a great time. So just going back to the shop a minute. We've got this lovely. Did we do this last month? I might have got this not in.
Yes, I've had that one. Heather's
Yeah.
on. Hello, Heather.
Hello, Heather. Is that Heather?
Heather Guy.
Heather Guy. Oh, we love Heather Guy, don't we? So maybe you saw that last month. So you'll have to forgive me. And then we had this in the Fox box back in October, I believe. But who doesn't love a sweater weather with tiny little sweaters and socks?
Those socks.
We should have done more socks, shouldn't we?
Those socks are just to die for. Look
I'm
at
always
them.
losing my socks.
Don't think those would fit you.
But see, what will happen is if you put more socks in, you'll end up having to pair them up, and that's the worst job in the world, if you ask me. I hate pairing socks. I don't know what it is about socks. They're just really awful pairing socks. So those don't need pairing because look, they just go together. And then if you've had the Class in the Box kit number 20, I think it is, which is Vintage Memories, you'll be pleased to know that it is shipping now as we speak, or this week, or beginning of next week, so imminently. But these I designed for that kit. So you will get these in the kit if you have ordered one. If not, you'll just need these because they're just beautiful to use. Splendid is in like a mustard colour, and this is ink, I think it's called. So which is like a real dark navy blue, and it's just, I think it's taken over from denim in my book.
It is lovely.
It is lovely, easy to use. And then I think you used this one on your layout, didn't you? The Happy.
I did. Yeah.
Oh, I love this.
I did.
That's that rusty colour again. What's it called again? Oh, just 2 seconds, I knew it, and then I've forgotten.
And I've used it again. I've just said to you, I've used it again today in a completely, and it looks completely different. So I've used like different
colours.
Yeah, it looks completely different.
Remember this moment. So this is kind of a like a dusky pink colour. Although I wouldn't say it was very pink, but it's very muted.
Yeah, it's very pale, isn't it?
Yeah. Wendy's done a layout with this. Oh, it's absolutely stunning. She had loads of good comments about it. And then we've got Fearless. I think you've used that one, which is in like a sage colour. Again, really nice to use. And I hope I've got everything. The ferns.
Those ferns.
Everybody's loving the ferns. I'm not going to take them all out, I don't think.
I think it's just because they're so easy to just like tuck in a little bit, aren't they?
Yeah. I have to say, I think these are the favourite things I've had this year. There's so much detail. These fellas take like 3 times as long to cut out as anything else we make. I don't think I'm in the good books for the office because they're so detailed. It's like all the little tiny little nooks and crannies on the leaves. But that just really does make for a beautiful perspective. And then we've just added little dragonflies and butterflies. So that again is in that sage colour and our favourite duck egg colour. So those you just can pop around the page. There's absolutely heaps in the bag as well. So I think that's really good value for money, that one, because there's absolutely heaps in there. So a little, excuse me, will go a long way. Perfect. I might use some of that today, actually. I think those are my favourite things I've had. Let me just pop those out. Oh, pop these out first. And then we've also got some coordinating hearts. So again, in the colours that you've seen here, take inspiration from that. And then there's just various shaped hearts that you can actually layer together as well. I'm not going to take them all out because we're here all day. But you can take the inside heart and swap it around. So you can have some combinations if you want to. Things look good together. Or as you usually do, is just sprinkle them around your page and have a lot of joy.
Yeah.
So those, we've called those vintage hearts because we kind of feel like those are kind of more muted vintage colours. And I think everybody loves hearts, don't they?
Yeah. Just go with everything, don't we?
So what's the one thing we're all liking? So again, if you've got the Vintage Memories Class in the Box kit coming, then you will receive actually all of these are in your soldier kit as well as your other embellishments. So I think we did go a bit mad with that kit, didn't we, Julie?
We did.
So
But
we had like,
we did do an extra one, didn't we? So
yeah. And also we there was just heaps and heaps of die cuts and goodies inside, isn't there?
there is, yeah, there's tons in that kit.
Yeah,
In
so
fact, it
definitely.
looks like we've hardly used it.
Although I can't find mine at the moment. I don't want to. Literally. Oh, there
Take it
must be
with you.
somewhere. I'm sure I didn't take it with me to, because that'd be
No,
silly, wouldn't it? So
yeah.
I came back to my scrap room and it was like, oh, I don't recognise where anything is. I've got such a bad memory. So tonight, I'm sorry I forgot to share the sketch, but the sketch is in the Facebook group if you want to play along. What I thought I would do is, the way it's all come about, I saw a paper. Let me just move these out of my way. It's not messy as it is. I saw a Simple Stories paper. I thought, so first of all, how it all came about is, I've just put it away, is I wanted to use the stencil. So I thought I'll use that. And then I saw this paper. I was just going to do it on white background. This is a 49er market paper, and it's very typical of theirs. It's got beautiful watercolour kind of background, little bit of what I would say is stamping. So I thought I'd recreate this, and it's just kind of slightly patterned on the back. So rather than just using this, because where would be the fun in that? That would make my life so much simpler, I thought I'd do my own. So I had a play and came up with this. So it's a lot darker than the original. And I mainly did it darker because actually when you tend to photograph things, it gets washed out. So it was really lovely and pale, but then I wanted to add a bit more drama to it. And then in the sketch, we've got some torn pieces at the bottom and photos. So what I'll do is I'm going to recreate this now, but then I'll use this piece then to carry on because my paper gets really wet. So it's worth, letting it dry and trying to flatten it out. Does that sound good?
It does.
So just
Looks
to
good.
FYI, we use this heavy duty white cardstock. I finally got a new batch of cardstock in. Hurrah! So we've now put this into stock in the Paper Fox shop. And the reason for that being is because it needs to go as a parcel rather than a small, large letter. So if you're getting the Class in the Box kits or the whatever, you can buy the 12 by 12. They come in packs of 10. And they really are heavy duty and take quite a bit of water, as you can see. When I show you, this does look a little bit wavy here and there, but when you see how much water I'd put on, I think it's done remarkably well, to be honest.
Yeah. And you can always flatten it under some heavy stuff, can't you?
You can. So I've done a bit of
flatten
that,
out.
but it was absolutely soaking when I did it earlier.
Mm.
So what I was after then is kind of a painterly background, watercolour background. And you know me, I'm not that keen on mixed media, but I thought I'd have a little play. So for this, I'm just going to use some spray water. And I've had these oxide sprays. I've had them quite a long time, and I think I've only used them twice before. I tend to do my spatters with this rather than putting an ink down and wetting it, just because I thought it would go further. They're kind of cheap to buy these, I think, and they do seem to be a lot in there. And then for the darker one, I actually used a mica stain, because I don't own like the denim version of this. So I'm just going to use that for the darker piece. And then if you wanted to play along, you might find a bit of packaging useful. So a little bit of cellophane packaging. You're going to need some paper towel, because you're going to get in a mess, and you're going to need a clean table, because it does go everywhere. So I'm going to try and do my best to make it look good and easy. So to begin with, rather than putting the spray straight onto the cardstock, the cardstock doesn't have any gesso on it. If you gessoed onto the cardstock, you'll find that the inks, paints will sit on top, which is the gesso's job, to do like an undercoat. Things I'm not doing that. As soon as I spray anything on it, it will have a little bit of surface time, but then it will be absorbed by the cardstock, which is why it might wrinkle. So just to offset that a little bit, I'm going to wet it with water first, and this will help the ink to spread before it gets absorbed by the paper. That's my theory. So I'm just going to just lightly spray over the area that I want to, and then I'm just going to do the top half of my paper, by the way. So I'm emulating this fella, this one. So it's just on the top half. But I probably want to go to the edges. And then I've given this a good shake, and hopefully this doesn't become too disastrous. Sorry about the the thingy bob, the flashing lights. So I'm just going to put some of this on, and then I'm going to spread it around. And if you find it is too concentrated, you can add more water. So this will just like dilute all of that, and then you can just spread it about the page as you wish.
Is that speckled egg?
Yes, sorry, it's speckled egg.
Yeah.
Um,
Carla says she worked on a kit last night and loved it.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it. It was so nice to meet you, Carla. It was so lovely, and thank you very much for that cutest like pretzel gift that you gave us. The little one with the
it was
fox on.
lovely.
So cute. I haven't seen
Everybody
anything like
was
that
so
before.
kind, weren't they?
Yeah, oh, everybody was so lovely. They're just, you were all just even better in real life.
Yeah, really
That was
nice.
possible. So it kind of looks a bit messy. You can add more spritz, you can add more water. Just, they're never going to turn out to the same, by the way. So I don't know why I'm even trying. So
Nicola said to Carla, she's been looking at those lights she had on her tab. Did you see those, Morag?
I beg your pardon.
The lights that Carla had on her table.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that like arch.
Yeah, it was like an arch.
I can't explain it to anybody, but it was like a semicircle, but like it was like stood up, but in lights, wasn't it?
Do you know
So you've
what?
got like you've
Yeah,
got like light all over your layouts.
I saw a beauty video earlier. I think they were doing eyebrows or something, or whatever it was. And it was they've got similar lights for that. So I don't know if it's a beauty product, like for beauticians.
Carla says half moon. Yeah, it's like yeah. It was
Oh,
brilliant because it lit up the whole area,
yeah,
didn't
I
it?
could do with that, because look how dark it is. It's actually quite bright in my room, but it's not bright enough for
Oh, that's the
video.
name of the light, half moon. Oh,
I'll
thank
have
you,
to look for
Carla.
those.
We'll
Well,
all be
then we'll have
looking
to
for
look for
those now.
those. They'll have sold out on Amazon by the time we get off. So you really need to leave this to dry. You could use your heat tool. It will, I think, dry lighter than you can see here. But you'll get this pooling of the inks. So I think it's better to leave it personally. I like it left as it is. And before it dries up, I'm just going to put in a little bit of this. When I did mine earlier, I did leave this to dry and then I went back and added in like the darker blue. So I probably will get a different effect, but just for the purposes of speed. But rather than putting it straight onto the layer, I'm going to put it onto my messy mat first, because this stuff is really dark and it's really pigmented. I'm trying to stop the lights from flickering. So I'm also going to dilute it with water because it's just so dark and pigmented. Oh, look what I've done. I never learned, did I, Julie?
You don't. Why do you put it there so it doesn't matter?
But yeah, I am. It's part of the finished look.
You tell yourself
That's
that,
what I
love.
meant to say, yeah. So this is still wet on here. So what you'll find is when it's wet, it will spread. When it's very diluted with these, you'll get some like areas where the pigments will change colour. So you'll get different degrees. It might be the look you're after, it might not be. So it's best to experiment, I think. So mine's still wet underneath, as I say, so it's going to mix together. But hopefully you'll still get a bit of the pigment. I'll just do something a bit different this time, just for variety.
You're
Then
very brave today,
ideally,
Morag.
pardon?
Very brave.
I know.
Get
I think
you. Who are you?
I
What's your name?
I've faced an alligator now. I can face anything. Oh, that's so funny. What made me
This
laugh
is,
the most was Debbie Tarani. Are you still here, Debbie?
yes, she is.
You tickled me the most out of anybody because, like, like in the beginning, Debbie was going, "It's not going to eat us. It's not going to." What did she say? It's not going to jump up the boat and guess us, is it? And she was the one who was the closest to them in the end, wasn't she? And I don't mention about margaritas.
No, you can't mention margaritas and Deadly in the same sentence.
No, I don't drink. But we do. So I'm going to leave this to dry because, as I say, where it pools, you can mop up any excess that you don't want. I've got a bit of a hard edge there, so I'll probably go back and fix that afterwards, possibly. But you can see it's really wet, so this is going to warp, but you've got to let it dry and then put it under something heavy or use your heat tool. I'm going to set mine aside.
Nicola's been very, very cheeky. She says
What
she
does she?
spent a week with us too. She can face anything. The alligator was easy.
Huh?
Cheeky.
Well,
Hey?
I would say that was cheeky. I think
I'd
we're the
say that
ones
was
who need
more
the.
the other way round
I was
myself.
going to say, I think we're the ones who need the medal.
Yeah? I need counselling.
You've not been the same since you've come back. So again, on my example that I'm going to kind of emulate, there's just some light stamping. So I'm just going to do the same, basically.
Cheryl wants to know about the drive-through.
Oh, we didn't do drive-through. We had to go in, Cheryl. I mean, how? It was amazing to go to a whole shop that just does daiquiri. It was, and they were delicious. Let me tell you, they were kind of like a grown-up slushy. You went to the shop, and at the back were like these machines, like slushy machines, and they were kind of like all different colours and all different flavours, and you could just so I'm looking for a bit of paper. You could just choose your slushy flavour. I'm just going to stamp off a bit of some, see how dark that stamping is. Get it the right way around. But yes, it was definitely a fantastic experience. I can highly recommend New Orleans and Baton Rouge. We had so when we were there, we had to. So New Orleans is about an hour from Baton
Yeah, just
Rouge.
over an hour.
So we got a car to drive over, and it was horrendous when we drove over.
Oh, it was awful, wasn't it? That rain.
Oh, I've never seen
It
rain
did stop to
like it.
rain. It was just like bucketing it down, wasn't it?
Oh, it's just ridiculous.
Just couldn't see.
No.
Poor
We saw
Morag
that.
had to drive in it.
I was so stressed, wasn't I?
Yeah, I'm not surprised. It was very, very stressful.
But also there were so many kind of cars that had come off the road, hadn't there, because of
Yeah,
the weather. And do you remember when we got off the highway for a bit just because it was so dangerous? I thought I really could not see where I was going, and when I came back on, do you remember went through? I thought it was just a
that
puddle,
water. Well, you couldn't see it, could you?
and we got a big car, hadn't we? We got a massive car.
What, just as well.
Went through
Imagine if
that
we'd have had a
puddle.
small thing. We'd have been flooded.
I know. Oh, it's a good job nobody was standing there. That's all I can say.
Well, they'd have been like a drowned rat.
So I'm just stamping off a little tiny bit just to add a bit of texture, which I'll probably cover up most of this anyway, won't I? So
Yeah.
let's
The
face it.
stamps are good though, aren't they? You can add just like little bits.
Yeah. In fact, I have got loads of these kinds of stamps. This one's a
Yeah.
49 and market one, but
They're nice because they're small, aren't they?
yeah, and they're really crisp actually. I
Yeah.
think they're made by Sizzix, are they?
Yeah.
Not as good as the original, but I must remember actually that I'm covering up this bottom half anyway, of course. So what else did we do exciting? Oh, Halloween. Halloween was like next level, wasn't it?
Well, it was because you dressed up, didn't you?
We went to look at the houses first that morning, though, didn't we?
Oh,
But
they
on
were
the trolley,
out this world, weren't they?
they were like the
And
ones.
yet they do all that stuff for Halloween. So mega over the top, dress up all their like well, what is their front yard, which is like I'd say what about 5 of our houses in width, isn't it?
Yeah,
Their houses are like mega, the ones we went to. And then apparently it all comes down on that night and Christmas goes up.
yeah, it's
That's what they
crazy, isn't
said
it?
to us. It was like, how's that happen? Takes me weeks to put Christmas up.
I
Yes,
thought,
and your tattoos, Morag.
So if I don't know if anyone saw any photos, but I was really keen on dressing up for Halloween because we've never had Halloween properly like that before, and I had a few when the kids were little, but so I'd got a plan to dress up, and I bought temporary tattoos and the works, and I'm just tear this off the other way, and these temporary tattoos cost about 70p each, and they were huge, weren't they? They were like, and I put them on my
They were lovely
arms.
actually. They were really pretty.
Well, they were, and they're really detailed. They got
Yeah,
like
really delicate,
roses
weren't
and
they?
in black, weren't they?
They were black,
And
but they
then
were very, very fine ones, weren't they?
yeah, they were. I mean, if you wanted a tattoo, I could highly recommend them, but I don't actually like tattoos. So I put them on. It was perfect for the night, wasn't it? Only I couldn't get them back off. Oh,
You
I
had to
tell you,
come home with them on.
I know, but I'll tell you what. I tried scrubbing them. I got some shower oil. I put on them. Nothing would get rid of the damn things. But in the end, I put on. I think is it castor oil when I got home, and that seemed to have done the trick. Do you think the red is the orange on top or the green? Bearing in mind,
Well, what else
sorry.
is going on, it love?
So I'm going to do some layers at the bottom, basically. Oopsie. I'm going to put some layers at the bottom. But it's because I need to introduce a bit of this because I'm
Are you
using that
having?
Great
I think
Escape.
less of the orange because obviously you're doing the
Let's put,
trees, aren't you?
I'm going to put this. Oh, maybe I should just put some of that then or something. I just wanted a bit of the orange, just
Yeah,
because of all the embellishments of that colour. I'll put
yeah.
this on at the back.
Debbie says she's posted pictures of the daiquiri shop in Bramble Fox
Oh, it was
Friends.
so
Thanks,
good, wasn't it,
Debbie.
Debbie? Debbie who doesn't drink, by the way. Has your liver, has your liver calmed down now, Debbie?
Bramble Fox Centre bad ways.
I know, that's hanging out with Wendy too long, that is. She sets all in bad ways. I don't even drink that much, but I seem to drink a lot last week. I'm sorry about the flickering. It's the lights, all the lighting, overhead lighting doesn't play nicely with the video. So I am going to do some layers at the bottom. I feel like I need one more layer. Bit more. So let me just show you where we're going with this. By the way, you can input to me then. So I'm going to put these Canada photos, something like that. And then I'm going to put some trees along the side here. But I feel like I was going to do it a bit deeper. So I'll probably just need one more. And
What
this.
orange? What orange stuff are you using?
I was just looking at the embellishments. I've got quite a bit of
Right.
orange. That'd go well with that that happy perspective, you know, the one in that, whatever the
Yeah.
colour is, burnt orange. So I'll just use another blue probably. It's just trouble is that's really turquoise and this is really sort of denim colour. I need
Yeah,
to
but
think things.
your lake's turquoise, isn't it? So
That's what I mean. It's like very
yeah,
turquoise though.
yeah.
I might use some of that. That'll do. That will do, Tommy. What was your the highlight for you then? Is Nicola still here?
Yeah, I think
What
so.
was your highlight, Nicola, as well? Tell us what you liked the most.
I
What was
think the
yours?
swamp tour I like the best.
Yeah, that swamp tour was amazing, wasn't it?
Was.
Got swamp perspectives communities to a shop near you soon.
That'll just be at 6 of us buying them then.
Yeah. Well, people can go. What I've done actually is alligators, and I thought people who go to the one in Florida, Everglades.
Everglades.
Yeah, I thought there's bound to be some Everglade people. So I'm just gonna try and distress these fellas a bit.
Debbie said she had 2 margaritas, 2 pin cups, a pineapple amaretto daiquiri, plus a little of Wendy's daiquiri the night before. I think it might have been a bit more than that, Debbie.
I like the way she's kept a record of it.
I know.
Oh, to be fair, I did lose count on mine.
I was going to say, I'm sure a few margaritas in you've lost count there, Debbie.
I actually am not a fan of a margarita. They're too strong for me. It's my
I
hubby's
didn't have
favourite.
one.
No, you're just teetotaler, that's why.
Well, I'd have been flat on the floor if I'd have had one. Good for me.
Right, so my thought was I'm going to do this kind of like paper tearing at the bottom, pop my photos in, and I'm just going to do some of the pine trees along here.
Oh, yes, that'll
So
look nice.
I can find the pine tree stencil that I've now lost. Oh,
Underneath everything else, I bet.
oh no, but I had to do that.
Shoved everything on top of it.
Oh no, there he is. So so on here you've got two types of pine tree, kind of more like a fir tree and a pine tree, and then different sizes. So I think I might do some big ones and then overlap them with some smaller ones. That's my thought anyway. So I'm going to use the same colours really, or maybe bring in a bit more of the green. So I'm just going to take Johnny Messy
Laurie said
Match.
she went to City Cafe for lunch today.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
Did we go there?
I don't remember going there. We ended up going to that one you recommended, Laurie. The oh, what was it called? Hang on, East one. What's it called? Chimes East. You
Oh yes,
recommended
that
that.
was
So we went there
nice.
twice, didn't we?
Went there twice. Yes, it was nice.
It was because we couldn't work out where else to go. Oh, City Cafe. That's the one we went to with on the Sunday, wasn't it? With everybody, and we had that
Oh,
incident.
was it? And that
Yeah,
poor waitress.
yeah.
Mm,
Good job, Melanie's a nurse.
yeah.
So I've done that, and you can't hardly see it. And it was a bit too close to the background colour. Just line that back up. Just make it a bit darker, actually. So I'm just going to put down some green and blue trees. That's
You need
better.
one of those magnetic mats, Morag.
Which magnetic mats again?
My glass mat is magnetic,
Oh,
and then
but how does?
you've got magnets that sit on top
Oh,
of your stencil to hold it down.
I
It's really
see.
good.
What and where'd you get that from?
Oh, I had it offline. It's very good.
So I'm just going to pull up a few of these trees and maybe put in some different shaped ones in different colours. That's a good thing about the little blending brushes, of course.
Oh
Be good
yes.
for getting in those nooks and crannies. And if you find you've gone a bit too heavy in one place, it's easy to fix as well. So afterwards, I might just outline these before I put everything on. I've been very random, so who knows? I'll probably cover it all up. Not like me to be random, I know. How are you getting on, Paul? Are you scrapping? Look, Sam here's not.
She
She
was
normally scraps
scrapping.
with us. Anyone got any questions? Want to know anything about Narlene's or Baton Rouge?
I'll let you know. They come through.
Did Nicholas say what her favourite bit was, or has she gone off?
She hasn't done us yet. I don't know whether she's gone. I'm gone. I'm just linking.
Right, let's
Um,
see what that looks like.
she hasn't said. She might have gone.
Right, I've
Yeah,
done
she
them quite
hasn't
low,
said as
I
yet.
think.
Oh, she's put alligators.
Oh, yeah. Those alligators were just amazing.
Oh, Barb wants to know what the graveyard tour was like.
Oh, oh no, there's a story there, was there?
Yeah, but it worked out well in the end.
It was good. So just to give a bit of background to the whole New Orleans thing. So New Orleans is built on very low ground, which probably everybody knows. So it tends to flood, which is why they had to build, they're called levees, aren't they? Where
Yeah, they built
it's
like
like
them
banks.
above ground.
Yeah, so they can keep the water back. But that's why they had to build the cemeteries above ground, or the
Yeah,
burials are
so
above
the bodies
ground.
don't float. I know,
It's
it's
like,
bizarre, isn't it?
yeah, it's like a
It was
really,
amazing to hear, though.
yeah. And so we ended up taking a tour of on Halloween of booking a tour for the graveyard to go and see the graveyards, because they're amazing. The structures are, aren't they?
They were, yeah. They're so different from ours, aren't they?
Yeah. And I think
And
it's
also, I think they really celebrate their dead. You know, like it's like sounds weird, like an occasion, isn't it? Their
yeah.
funerals and that's their graveyards are well celebrated, aren't they?
Yeah, and the way, because they say they have a parade, don't they, to celebrate their life, and so
Yeah,
the some, I think that's right anyway. But I think the most iconic thing that I remember, I see, I recall is I think it's James Bond, where he is in New Orleans. I can't, is it Live and Let Die? And he's in New Orleans, and there's like a death funeral, isn't there? And then they're all in the street playing jazz.
Yeah,
So it probably is like that, I would imagine. But it was so good, wasn't it? And then we did a tour through the city, and the tour guide was all dressed up, wasn't she? In
yeah, because it was Halloween, obviously.
yeah, and she was really good, wasn't she? She was really
It
chatty, but
was
she gave
really
us
good.
like a lot of history, didn't she? As to
Never came up for breath, did she? She was really
no,
good.
and then we went to a small because the main cemetery, which is kind of the Lafayette Cemetery, is actually closed at the moment because they're trying to repair the paths and things, so you can't actually go in them. But we went to one of the smaller ones, and so like the way they do the bodies is that they bury, well, they don't, they entomb the bodies in like the mausoleum, and they're in. Do they say they put them in sacks and then just leave them on the shelf, don't they, to
Yeah, they just
decompose?
slide them in, and then like it's like a doorway that they like brick
Brick
back
up,
up, isn't it?
yeah, or put a metal plate over, don't
And they
they?
have like one per family, don't they?
Yeah,
But if anybody dies within that year, they have to go somewhere else because can't open the tomb till the year's out, can they?
that's it. They have to put a year and a day, isn't it, before they
Yeah.
can.
So if anybody dies in the family before that time's gone, they have to go somewhere else before they could be put into the family tomb,
So they go like a holding cell
like a
almost.
holding bay. Yeah, it
But
was really weird.
But the weird thing was, because the one we went to, I'm sure that it's not the only one, but the actual walls of the graveyard were where they kept these bodies, weren't they? So when you walk past, there was like these rectangles, and then that's where bodies were held or kept. And they were bricked up, so it's not like you could see them or anything, thank God. But I felt it was so weird to be that close to a dead body, do you know what I mean? 'Cause I
Yeah,
don't know,
but
it
that's what I
feels
say.
like
I think they like celebrate it more than we do, don't
yeah,
they?
but I just found it a bit unnerving in a way because, um, you would literally, when you walk past the wall, you would have stood there and the body would have been inside, so it's not in a
Yeah.
casket again. And it would just, oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's probably nothing to be worried about, really, is it?
Tina's asking how did our classes go, and did they have different papers over there? Oh, did they have some different papers over there? I think she means
Oh, the
separate to the
class.
classes. I don't.
Oh, yeah. So no, so we ended up, no, we were going to do 6 classes, weren't we, for this class in the box?
Yeah,
But we just did an extra class to teach, which was going to be originally exclusive to them. But in the end, I just wrote the instructions, didn't I? Or we had you wrote the instructions, so we just had all the classes in the actual kit. So there's 7 classes in the class in the box kit this time, rather than the 6.
yeah,
But they had the same as you, but we just taught the one class to them, didn't we?
yeah. Just to give them
But
a taste of it, wasn't it? Really.
yeah. Maureen, are you still there? You took and Carla, you were there. Hopefully, you're still
Carla's
here.
here, but she's talking about 366 days until it can be open. Yeah,
Ah,
so a
yes,
year and a
she's right.
day. Sam Galloway's got the flu.
Oh,
She's in
bless you.
bed. Shame.
There's a lot going around. My
Um,
daughter's got the same.
yeah. Karen Barker says, "Can you do the toadstools in a separate pack, please?" So
Oh,
that's Nicola. That's Nicola.
yeah.
That's to
Come
Nicola.
look next month, and your wish will be granted.
Yeah, yeah. And
So yeah,
Debbie
we.
says her favourite part is finally meeting and hanging out with you guys.
Oh, she's so
Oh,
lovely, isn't she?
beauty.
She's got very low
Paula says she's nearly
standards.
there. Paula's nearly finished.
Oh well, of course. We expect nothing else, Paula.
Hello. Like
So I thought
Superwoman, Paula.
she is. Put the rest of us to shame. So
Oh,
I've just
Maureen says the class was focused on the background, which was helpful.
yeah, because there's a lot of embellishments, and we did a lot of distressing, didn't we, Maureen?
Laurie says she took the class mega kit.
It was a good. It
Yeah.
is a good kit. I think we'll have to do another 49er market one again in future.
Yeah.
So I think by the time I outline these trees, I think they'll stand out a bit more. I might put a few more in front before I stick down. Just one more wafer thin mint.
Yeah, I did my when I did my layout, I did the trees, and then in the 49er market, I think it's the Christmas one. There was some rub-on trees that matched, like went perfectly.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, so they looked good with it.
Oh, your voice is going. I think the key is with this is to have some darker ones and some lighter ones, I reckon.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
then and maybe different colours.
So it
I
looks
might
like a
put
forest.
some, yeah, just in the background, just
Yeah,
here, sort of thing, just so they're poking in
you
between.
can like do a mask, can't you?
Yeah,
And then you
if
cover up the one that you've done,
you've got
and
time
it looks like they're in the background,
and
doesn't it?
inclination.
Yeah, that background looks really good. It looks like that paper, Morag.
Yeah, not when you see the real thing, maybe not. But actually, do like that extra pop of blue. Just
Yeah,
makes it a bit more. If I'd have thought about it, I could probably match that blue to that blue, couldn't I? A bit more, but that has got to be the most turquoise lake you'll
I
ever
was going
see
to
in your
say, like, it
life.
might not look well. I know the layout's not natural, but like, do you know what I mean? That blue pops out from the
Yeah.
like your hands there.
Well, I
Yeah,
suppose, yeah, if it was all too matchy, you wouldn't see it, would you?
yeah,
So the original sketch had got some layers behind, so I'm just going to. I'll probably finish this off later because we've nearly finished, haven't we?
yeah. The
We've not got
ribbon,
any last.
Carla. The ribbon in the kit is called seam binding.
Oh yeah, love a bit of seam
That's what it's
binding, don't
called.
we?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to pop in off camera then, things we've run out of time. Just some bits, and I'm going to add a bit. I wanted to add a bit of this, but I'll just use it on the background. Just some layers, basically. So if you did that class with us, this is basically what I did in the class, was just have lots of kind of layers behind. I'll finish this off tonight. So the only thing I was going to use, where's that? So you can help make one last decision. Investments. I was going to use, I could either go, I'm not going to use sweater weather because it's actually, so I've got happy, beautiful, where's that blue one gone? Lost it. That loving life, I wanted that living life. That was just perfect. I've lost it. Yeah, the living life.
Yes.
Or I've been hoarding this one for forever. Adventure at the top. So I was going to put the title at the top here. What do we think? I've lost
You
it.
could put happy adventure.
Happy thing. Oh, never thought of that. I could use two. Where's it gone? How did I lose everything? Come on, go.
It's over
I
on the
think it
side. I know where you've
might be
put
a bit
it.
of a squash
I could find
actually.
it if I was there.
I know. Might be a bit of a squash. Maybe I could put this in that layer so it's a bit lower. Hang on, that's too long. Can you get rid of him a minute? We'll chop him down. Chop him down, man. So I was going to put those fellas like that.
Didn't your
What do we?
adventure go down the bottom?
The only thing is, it's the colour.
Oh, is it to the same colour? Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a similar. I mean, you can see it obviously, but that was the
Yeah.
only thing. I was just going to have adventure at the top. And then I've got some chipboard pieces that I'm going to go over here somewhere. By the way, who's coming to the Paper Fox weekend this weekend? Is anybody?
Me.
Cheryl, are you at this one? She's still here. Paula? No, Paula's not here. Nicola, you coming? Nicola
Laurie,
Goodlad's coming, isn't she? But she's
Laurie
not here
says you could
too.
have adventure time. You've got a
Yeah,
time.
yeah, I've got time. If only had more time now. Oh, I quite
Yes,
like that
Karen.
too.
I think the toadstool perspectives are going to be in the shop next month, aren't they?
They are. They
Yeah,
are.
yeah. Yes, so Karen, they will be. Helen Banting says she's coming. Jill Brogden's coming.
Yay! Oh, it's going to be fun,
Nicola
this one.
Nicola Murphy's coming.
Oh, never mind. Don't let it put you off, girls.
Oh, Cheryl's not.
Oh, you're not Cheryl. I thought you were all of them now. Our table buddy.
Paula's off to Tenerife for some sunshine. Oh,
Oh,
all right,
goodness me,
Paula.
Paulie, you're always away.
Oh,
Right, I think I'm going to go something like that anyway, and then
yeah,
I think I like that Adventure Time as well. I need to flatten my layout somewhat, and I think it just needs a pop of colour because it's very green and blue, isn't it? So I'm thinking that just to give it a bit of a lift somewhere. In which case, that happy would be good, wouldn't it? Or
yeah.
I could put a happy down the bottom here, look, because that is going to pop off there.
Yeah, but you could also have your adventure at the top and you could
Yeah.
put happy time down the bottom
Oh, this
if you
makes me
wanted to.
happy. Yeah. I like that colour on there. It's just lush.
Yeah.
Okay then, I'm going to wrap it up then. Is there any other questions? You all
Uh,
good?
Cheryl's coming June and September. Rebecca Meadows is coming this
Yay!
one. Cheryl says she's slowly increasing.
Good on you, Cheryl. Cheryl. I keep calling you Cheryl still, so sorry. It's Cheryl. I'll get that in my thick nuts sometime.
Is it Cheryl?
Cheryl. It
Cheryl,
is
not
Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Yes. Apparently she lets me off it because she just is nice. But normally she'd like box our ears. So
Oh,
we'll have to
right.
remember that.
Okay.
Unless we want our ears boxed. So I'll finish off this tonight. I'm going to sort my trees out a little bit more, sort on my titles, and then embellish. So
Yeah, Stephanie says the beautiful
this
perspective, the
one.
same colour as your top in the photo.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
Let's see. Oh, beautiful adventure. Oh my God, I've got so many choices now. I
you have.
think that's a bit too much up there, though, isn't it?
Oh, Cheryl says it's Cheryl, like so an S.
Oh, I
Cheryl.
thought I've got it the wrong way around. I was called Cheryl rather than Cheryl. Don't. Oh, maybe I've got the wrong. I've been to sleep now, Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Cheryl. Okay.
We're probably getting that wrong. We're just surmising it is. Wait till she sees us.
Oh gosh. Anyway, sorry. I'm used to that because I'm more. Nobody gets Morag right, so I've had my whole life of that as well. So I can appreciate where you're coming from.
Morag.
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 And so hopefully Melanie will be back next week
Sounds like you've
with
had a
us.
stroke. Melanie.
Melanie. There was a lot of drawl going on, wasn't there?
Yeah,
They're so lovely though. They really are
they are
lovely
lovely, but
people.
yes,
Yeah.
not just to sit and listen to them.
Oh,
And
haven't
they
they? They've got such a
speak their,
sing-song voices.
but their language, they're not the language, because obviously it's English, but like how they pronounce things is completely different to how they spell them, isn't it?
Yeah, the dialect, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah.
The accent.
Oh, we're right now, Cheryl,
Cheryl. So
with an
Cheryl.
S. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I
it's with a
thought that was
C.
it because anyway, who
Cheryl.
knows? You've got the
Mhm.
permission to call me whatever you like, then Cheryl. When I see you next, I'll make up for it.
Mhm.
Right, thank you everyone for joining us. So next week, as I say, we will be back and hopefully be joined by Melanie so we can do a bit more scrapping. And I'll see you soon. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Let me just
everyone.
close this down.